actually on live right now. Yeah, it's better. You're fine. No, I'm good. I slept. I talked to Daniel or David last night. I went on live for a long time last night, and I got a big old. We'll just say that I got a clarity on perspectives and things. So, yeah. No, you're fine. Yeah. I left it up and whatnot, so I just felt like it was appropriate. And a lot of people have asked questions, and I'm open for questions, and that's just how it goes, you know. I mean, with certain people, not everybody. But people that I know that are kind of conflicted on the whole situation. But I'm on live, so I'm gonna let you go. But thank you for calling me. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, bye. Hey y'all, welcome in. Welcome, Ray. Good morning, beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Here's the thing. I thought about things last night. I talked to a lot of people last night. I've talked to a lot of people this morning, and I feel relieved. Hey, Eric, welcome in. I felt very relieved after going through my mental stuff last night and, you know, sleeping a little bit this morning. I feel like the choices that I've made for my personal self is who I am, and it will show who I am as a person. Eric, nothing's happening, and I'm just, you know, here. Nothing really is happening. I just got, as you can see, my Samsung order. I just feel that the things that was bothering me last night, I feel affirmed in my decisions. Rowdy, welcome in. How are you? You're the second like. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I just feel like, even though there's other things that are bothering me, nothing to do with live streaming, I just feel like I'm not going to bow down to somebody who doesn't respect me as a person and cannot respect me as a person. And I'm not going to let somebody else take away my joy, take away my voice, and take away my stuff. I don't wish ill will to either party. I don't hate them. I'm conflicted on them still. I really am conflicted. The whole thing is conflicting to me, but I have to move forward, and I have to go on. Today's a new day, and I can't ignore the situation, or I can't ignore the stuff and let it affect my daily life. I have to move on as a person, and that person showed me their intentions, and it just happens to be not something I wanted, but it just is what it is. I definitely deserve respect. Thank you. Y'all make sure y'all double tap and subscribe. I don't regret anything that happened. I regret sometime a little bit of maybe how I approached it, but at the time I was in such a good mood that I felt like it was the right time for me. Maybe I was speaking for somebody else, but that person never actually said to stop and actively contributed to the conversation. And I feel like that person is honestly scared and feels like they don't want to break ties with other people, and that's their prerogative. I never asked them to break ties with anybody. They apologized to who they wanted to apologize to, and they already made a choice. Take my shift. I don't even want to do my shift at DoorDash today. I really don't, but I have to make money. The last night stressed me out to the point that I didn't make any money last night. And I went to a whole new zone and whatnot. And I didn't get to make any money because I was too stressed out by the time I got to the other zone to even work. Because it bothered me. Not really the person who borrowed the money. That didn't really bother me to the point because I kind of already knew he was kind of a sketchy person. Many people have told me the same thing. When you have 10 plus people tell you the exact same thing about that person, it's not just a coincidence, it's a pattern. And the things that I've learned and heard about that person now, I just will choose not to engage. The second person is a little harder because that person I had a personal connection with, knew the person in real life. That one is the harder person, honestly, to deal with, because that person really hurt. But she made her choice, and that's just how it has to be. Hey Val, how are you? I am live. I'm not gonna let anybody tell me or make me feel like I am not wanted in a place. I'll hold up the fire department. Or something. I don't know what that's going on there. I'm gonna pull the hell out of the way though. Oh, it's like an ER van or whatever. Sorry, y'all. They have the little emergency vehicle coming, so I had to get on over. Thank you, Val. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That's the attitude. Yes. I'm not gonna let anybody get me down. I don't care. Here's the thing. I'm not trying to tell you to either watch me or watch this other person or watch that person or this person. I don't care who you watch at the end of the day. That's your choice. That's what you have to determine for yourself. And I don't care if you watch those people. It don't bother me. It really doesn't bother me if you watch those people, associate with those people. That's your choice at the end of the day. The only thing that I say is that I'm not going to. But that's my personal decision to make for myself. Doesn't mean that I will think anything different of other people. Hello, Ellen. You guys all have your own, communities and your own reasons to associate with people. I personally just don't have that. I don't have that, I just don't want to. Val, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Sagittarius. I haven't seen him in a minute. Candy. Love her. Mary. Speed run everything. I don't know who that is, but welcome. Never seen you in my life. And Ebtokio. Thank you. I appreciate that very much, Val. That's why I currently am still a member, and I personally paid for your, I'm pretty sure I personally paid for your membership. But you're just such a great person. Niecy's up there. I gotta get you back on as a mod. I got rid of a lot of my mods because I wanted to make sure that everybody that was on my live, that were moderators, were people that I wanted as mods. Thank you, Val. I appreciate that very much. I'm glad that you stopped in. This is a big order, so y'all give me just a second. y'all. I just did a 20-something order. I don't remember what it was from Sam's Club. I did a Sam's Club order. So currently I'm now on DoorDash. I haven't even turned on any of my other apps besides Instacart. I got a late start today. So I did a Sam's Club order for this bakery place, but they want you to leave it at the back door, but it's really hard to leave at the back door. I don't know how to explain it. So like there's a bunch of other like places, I guess you could say. Hey Josh, how are you? Welcome in. I appreciate you, Val. I appreciate you. I really do. You're such a wonderful woman. Honestly, I'm excited to meet you, Val. I don't know if you know, but me and Josh are planning to go to. We're going to Denver, Vegas, and then Phoenix in October. But it's just more of a. Is all these posts true? What do you mean? Joshy? Yay! 3 almost back to back. I heard my Borderline Dasher, she was messaging me and showing me the other day she got like 4 or 5 back to back. I was like, man. Are you talking about my community post? Is that what you're talking about? Josh, here's the thing. I was very upset when I wrote that message. That message is actually for a specific person. That's who I had in mind, and I actually posted it on my community tab. Because I was very upset about a situation. I went live last night until like 1 a.m., which I've never went live that long. 12:30, 1 a.m., something along those lines. I've never been live that long, nor have I ever been on live that long. Like, besides like during the daytime and stuff like that, but like at nighttime is what I'm saying. And I found out too much things. No, Josh, it's not a big deal. I found out too many things, and it affirmed my decision that I made. And so, it affirmed my decision I made behind closed doors. And I'm okay. Hello, VIP. I'm fine. I am not going to let somebody else dictate who I am as a person, because I know my truth. I know where my intentions were, and I never used anybody. I never borrowed money from anybody. I never, did anything. Thank you, VIP. I didn't do anything to deserve that, what she said. But I get that she didn't want it done the way it was done, but she started it. And when I am sitting here watching somebody across the table from me, bawling her eyes out in the middle of a restaurant. What had to be done had to be done. That's just how I'm gonna say it on him. And I know where my heart was. I know where my intentions were, and my intentions was to, one, get the money back for me and her, and two, make it so that she's not so uncomfortable with that person. I'm gonna try my best, Josh. I'm gonna try my best. I don't have an Insta. I'm sorry. I don't have an Instagram. I actually just deleted Instagram on my phone anyways. I love all those little sunshines. I like that you use the sunflower, Val, because I'm from Kansas. Like Sunny's from Kansas. I'm from Kansas. That's my home state. It's where I was born. I lived 14 years there. So I love the little sunflower emoji because it reminds me of home. Because the state flower in Kansas is a sunflower. And I love sunflowers. Luke! Good Luke. Welcome in. I haven't seen you in so long. You know, I knew that what was going to happen eventually was going to happen. I just didn't think it would take away one person. But the writing was on the wall. Brittany, welcome in. You grow sunflowers, they grow taller. I have to see that. If I go, when I go to Vegas, if you're up to meeting, Val, I have to see that, or at least see pictures of that or something. Because I love sunflowers. They're so beautiful. They're so big too. Cassandra, welcome in. How are you? I'll make sure y'all double tap. I just feel like last night I felt so alone. And I felt like I didn't belong. Yeah, go get taco burgers, man. I've been craving one. I've been craving one for a while. Brittany. How can you not have Instagram? Well, here's the thing, VIP. Instagram is, and no offense to this, but I'm old. I'm an old person. And I mean old as in like, I'm in my 30s. And Instagram is for like high schoolers. I first got Instagram, when I was like a sophomore in high school. Okay. Galvin, welcome in. Val, sunflowers is my favorite flower. Yeah, Mel, unapologetically Mel, in honor, because I know you for so long, you're gonna be another mod in my channel. Because I actually have some spots available now. Because some people don't get to be mods anymore. And it's okay. So I'm gonna put you, because I trust you. You can just hide everybody. I don't care. I don't care about all that. You can just hide them. Silly bullies. Your pinky finger is too strong. Good morning, Nina. No Insta crew. Yes, I don't have Insta either. Thank you, Val. I haven't wanted to be live because I felt like other people deserved it more than me. And now I don't have to think that way anymore. I have to just worry about myself, and it's a lot of pressure off of me. Because I feel like now I don't feel like I have to be like, do Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or any social media. I do have Snapchat because that's how I talk to Josh. So I do have Snapchat. I have Facebook, but I only have one person on YouTube on Facebook. And technically I have their phone number. I have their... But we just prefer to talk on Facebook for whatever reason. And I just don't care about the other stuff. $5 for 25 miles? Who is doing that? We love our bills being paid. Me too. I like my bills being paid. I can't believe which girl in the world who doesn't have Instagram. There's a lot of people that doesn't have Instagram because Instagram is for 20-year-olds. You need a self-love day. I had that, Brittany. I had a massage the other day. Hey, Plow, Dr. Plow, the foot doctor. Welcome in. Just kidding. I don't want to give out my stuff because I don't think Josh would like that very much. And Josh is very important to me, and I don't want him to be upset with me. You're doing the $5 orders for 25 miles? No! You can't be doing all those orders. Those orders stink. Aliens have started using Instagram? Well, that's probably because they want to understand humans. Dang, Mel. That wasn't even a good area, too. Going to Akalona? I don't have a gun on me. And Akalona is not a place to go without a pew-pew. Just saying. It's not a good area. I went there one time to serve somebody when I did services and whatnot. When I did court servicing or whatever, I went to Akalona one time, and I remember I went to Akalona, and I told Josh that I went to Akalona, and he was like, did you go without a pew-pew? And he was like, I was like, yeah. And he was like, don't do that again. He said, don't ever go to Akalona without one, because it's not safe. It's not a good area. Hey, Candy, welcome in. Good morning. How are you, Candy, with an I? Her name is Nina, Mel. Nina. I can't say her actual name. Flandinian. I can't say that name, so Flanadinian. So I just go with Nina. Flan is delicious. I'll try to remember Nina. Okay. I'm here at Walmart, by the way. I'm looking at the bands for this weekend. Cassandra, welcome in. I can't deny or confirm that. No, I have not actually. Canadian, Flandinian. Canadian, Flandinian. Flandinian, is that how it is? I have heard of flan, but I have never ate it because I'm not a sweets person, so it's hard for me to do sweets. Dang, I almost thought I had a good order. It's $46, but it's 30 miles. 30 miles? Where's it going? Yesterday I had an order on Sam's Club and it was like 50 bucks or 60 bucks. I didn't take it, but it was going to Oxford. This is going to Dumas. Dumas. What's your goal today? To make money. No, I haven't even made $200 this week. So I didn't work at all last night because as I was upset last night, I was going to a different zone and I couldn't work the new zone because I didn't know what to do, if that makes sense. I don't give my Facebook out because it actually has my actual legal name on there. So I do not give Facebook out at all. Unless I know you like good. No, Dumas or Damas or whatever the hell it's called is like 45, 30-minute drive one way. 137.26. 57.74. I made 258 so far this week, and that's including what I made today. So that tells you kind of where I'm at. And my Flex. So I've logged in on Flex every day since I've gotten on Flex. I don't see anything on Flex. Like literally nothing. No, I'm not interested in giving out my phone number to I'm only interested in giving my phone number to certain people. We'll just say that. Look at this. It literally, this is all it says. It never says anything different. Like, I've never seen a block. I've never seen anything. Like, it just says no offers available. I don't think I made anything on... No, I didn't make anything on Instacart this week because I'm not in Nashville anymore. And I haven't... No. Ooh. Maybe if I updated the app. Not Play Store. You just got off of work? Yay, Cassandra, my friend. My name is Jay. Day, well. I don't know if my phone number is connected to my actual Facebook because I changed my phone number after my ex reached out to me. I do need to update Flex. 14-hour day, you're dead tired. I would be too. Look, coconut berry Red Bull. Alex, one of my faves. Alex is one of my faves. Alex is bae. That is... I think, Mel, you're doing your security job. Alex is awesome. Alex is the best. Alex is my voice of reasoning. I'm getting a DoorDash order. I didn't see where for. Cracker Barrel? No. $3, 4 miles? No. You got a lot of goals. After I have to go to court for my taillight on tomorrow. After I go to court, I might possibly go to Oxford on Friday. We'll see. The only like saving grace in this area, I mean, I guess I could. The other backup plan I have is there is a place in this zone that does local deliveries. I could get on with them. I'm already technically on with them. I just haven't done a delivery since last year. No, 2 years ago. And they've changed hands since then. They don't have my phone number either. So, are we Platt? Platt? I think Brittany lost Platt. What the hell is this? Oh no. Thank you, Nina. Love you. Love you, Val, Alex. All the real ones. Mel, the real one. Brittany, the real one. All of y'all. Thank you, Nina. Alright, I gotta answer a message really quick. What the hell, Chine? I was like, well, maybe she was saying something weird. I don't understand. Alright, give me 1 second, y'all. Hey, Pam, welcome in. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was muted. Sorry, I didn't even see that I missed that. Thank you. We got Zara, Ice Princess, Cliff, Isabella, and Cassandra. Thank you, Val. I did not even see that. I must have zoned out or something. I was dealing with something. I didn't even realize I was muted. I thought I turned off the mute because I did flip the camera and the mute button, or I thought I turned it off, but apparently I didn't. Like always. I was just doing I was explaining something to somebody. Thank you, Val. I appreciate that very much. I will be on. I don't know how long I'll be on for, but I'll be on. Oh, more. Let me go to IHOP first. Why? I'm just gonna put that I'm here. I'm gonna go to Starbucks first, actually. I'm getting a Spark order. It's actually a good order. I wonder where that's going. Alright, I'm gonna do this order. Hopefully it's ready. Come back and do this other order. Yes, go and get it, Val. Go, go, go. Hi, Josh. Welcome in. I have to message somebody else. Sunglasses. Y'all. Richard Zone. Oh, you're talking about Richard, like the person. I thought it was like an actual like zone called Richard. You're talking about Richard Zone. Ah, Glitchard is what you're talking about. Someone needs some hater block. I have them somewhere. Where? Who knows? You've been dashing in his zone. Have you seen him? Have you seen Mr. Glitchard? Oh, I forgot he doesn't actually work. I forget. He just does YouTube videos and fakes his work. I forgot. That was a stupid question. Hey, Corey. Welcome in. How are you? Oh, shit. I hit a bottle. You're working your W-2? Not yet, but I definitely have your eyes open. You don't know who that is. Glitchard is Sin City Deliveries. He made videos stealing. He made videos stealing other people's screenshots to make other people go to a different zone, and he would lie about how much money he made. Which is, I know, Dash's thing to do, by the way. Who does that? Alright, so after I pick up these two orders, this one and IHOP, I have a $36 shopping order on Spark for 13 items. Allegedly. You want to say allegedly, that's your choice. Allegedly. Allegedly. Is it just another Pedro? I shouldn't say that because I don't want Walker to come with the Pedro. Make this make sense. How is the same customer, Corey, a top customer at IHOP, but he's not a top customer at Starbucks? Walker is fun. You miss Walker? One thing that you can't say about Walker is Walker has an opinion, and he's going to tell you his opinion a billion times before he gets the message across. I need to fill you in on the 411. So, Richard, or a lot of people call him Glitchard, was the reason why a bunch of people have a lot of mistrust in people who say they make money, or a lot of money, on gig work. Unfortunately, he's the reason why a lot of people don't trust a lot of people who do gig work. That's all on him. $3 for 7 miles? Gross. He's known in the community infamously. No fucks given. Yeah, he definitely has that. I'll give him that. He definitely doesn't care. That is the truth. Good morning, Colleen. Look at you. The ravishing beauty herself. Colleen, welcome in. You should take a selfie with him. You should flip the camera and be like, oh, it's the one and only Glitchard, who actually is working for once in his lifetime. You're welcome. Oops, I forgot to pick up. Damn it. I forgot to pick up the IHOP order. You know how when you get like invested in things mentally and you know exactly where you're going, because I know the zone like at the back of my hand. I forget. It's okay. We're right here. You have an old man walking across the street. Why? Who knows? Alright. IHOP. Borderline! See, I was on the phone with Borderline when I went live. She called me and made sure that I was okay, and I appreciate that very, very much. That was really sweet of her. Borderline's another real one, in my opinion. She was the biggest, probably out of all the people that I talked to yesterday, she was probably the biggest one who made me feel the most comfortable, actually. And I'm not saying that nobody else did it, But she was kind of the reason why I was able to go back on live later that night, because I knew that what I was feeling wasn't crazy. Good vibes only, Alex. Thank you. Spaghettios. Louis. They don't have bananas? That's what they told me. They're like, can you let them know we don't have bananas? And I'm like, how? Aren't you right next to freaking Walmart? How do you not have bananas? I don't understand. She said that she didn't have cut up bananas, so I'm assuming she probably didn't want to cut them up. I shouldn't assume that, but that's... I didn't know what to say to that. I was just like, okay. I mean... Alejandro, not the Canes. Alex. Let me show you something. You know, I haven't gotten a Cane's order in a while. I called DoorDash yesterday to see if I was blocked from any restaurants, because I still haven't gotten a Chick-fil-A order since April. And they said that that I don't have anything blocked on my account, which I was like, look, just for you. I don't know if you can see it, but there you go. Just for you, Alex. Look at that. But like I was saying, Borderline definitely was a person, probably the biggest person that I talked to yesterday, Fawn, that validated my decisions on everything. Alright, no more Canes. We gotta say goodbye to the Canes, Mr. Alice. You know, who else said that I was drinking Alice? Was it Trader that said that? I was drinking Alice. Oh my goodness. I was like, no. No. We're not drinking no Alice over here. Somebody might be, but it's not me. Y'all, you don't understand how much I've held back in the past 3 or 4 months. Honestly. Y'all don't understand. It was Trader. Yeah. Trader. Y'all do not understand how much I have held back. There you go. Hi, White Point William. Welcome in. I have held back so much on the things that I wanted to say, and because I didn't want to stir the pot. I kind of hinted at it. Alex Anisis and Fran knew. Alex Anisis knew first. Fran knew second. About everything, and I just felt like for so long I felt disrespected, and I tried to talk to people about the situation, but there was one person in particular, and I think he's the reason why and behind a lot of what had happened yesterday. And I think that he is always going to be against me because he doesn't like me. And it's hard. It's just really hard to watch certain things happen, especially to people that I care about. But you have to do what you have to do. I know, that's why I made you a skunk. I'm just kidding. Alex is a skunk in one of my lesson plans. He is a skunk. He's a very sneaky, sly, wise skunk. I even showed him some of my lesson plans from my college on how I teach about Alex the skunk. Brittany, if you want to, you can email me if you really want to know like everything. Brittany, that's all I'm gonna say from now on. If you really want to know, you can email me. Or add me on Snapchat if you have Snapchat. If you really, really want to know. But I'm not going to give screenshots or anything like that. But I will give, like, my perspective on my side of my things. Give me the juice. Tell Jess I said hi. I will tell her that you said hi. She's been on... She had some car troubles the other day. And that's fine if you don't want to know. We'll just say that there are people in the community who are leeches. And even though and some people would rather choose comfortability over facts and the truth. And some people would rather choose a sense of belonging over the reality of things, but that's their choice to make. Leaving yesterday, you think of her often. Yes, tell Jess I also said hi, Megan. I will, Meg. I will tell her that. I don't want to share it publicly anymore, Brittany, but if you want to email me, my email is opened. And I'll tell you exactly my perspective of things. But I'm not going to share it publicly. Hello, Lisa. I got to get you back a mod. I got rid of my mods the other day. Just to have a fresh start. The chisme. However you say it. Hi, Colleen. Hola, Meg. Lisa's one of the real ones, too. She's got that, reading, intuition, and whatnot. What are you doing? That Chisma is real. Yeah. Thank you, Lisa. I'm done having loyalty to people who would rather see me disrespected, because there was some things behind the scenes that happened. I'm not gonna lie. There were some things that happened behind the scenes that I tried to deal with privately with that person. And it was brought to my attention by multiple different people, because I can't see that person anymore because they're blocked. They were blocked way long time ago. So even though I cared deeply about the one person, I did feel somewhat of a disrespect factor in that. I think that this person is just so up another person's ass that they think likes them back, that they can't make rational decisions because they are just lonely. And it's desperate and unfortunate. But you can't make somebody understand things. You just have to move on with your life, and that's what I have to do here. It's not my place to tell. They have to learn for themselves. And if they want to choose the person and give forgiveness to the person that used them and continues to use them and whatever, if they want to give forgiveness to that person or those people, that's their choice. At the end of the day, they're going to figure out. You might not figure it out today. You might not figure it out tomorrow. You might not figure it out for 3 or 4 months, 5 months, a year down the road. But eventually you'll figure it out. Everybody figures everybody out eventually. I figured Luke out. It took me a year and a half, but I figured him out. And I was relieved once I found out the truth, because I never wanted to marry him. And so it gave me an excuse to say, glad I didn't marry him. Glad I didn't go down that road. Glad I didn't ever have a tie to that person. I could just leave and move on my merry way. But it took me a long time to process that. I'm not going to say it's easy, because it's not. And it sucks. But people are going to choose where they feel the most sense of belonging. And that's what happened. Yeah, that is the truth, Lisa. Okay, I gotta go shopping. And no matter what you say to this person, when they have a nice, good-looking person in front of them and they're just coming out of a breakup, and this person uses their vulnerability to their advantage, that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. Because people with good hearts and stuff like that are very easily manipulated, and very easily, especially when they're desperate or feel lonely. And that person was lonely, I could tell. They wanted a friendship, and they chose a friendship in the people that used her, backstabbed her, and that's just how it goes. And that's unfortunate. That's the truth, Lisa. That's what they would do. And I think it has to do with low self-esteem, low confidence, and I don't want to. I wish I could give you my nose and my eyes. People live and they learn and they grow. And that's the only thing I can say about the whole situation. I gotta focus on getting to this store. Lisa, I know where you're coming from, and in my opinion, I had bad feelings about this person for a while. Reservations. But unfortunately, some people don't see that. They just see a good-looking person. They see somebody giving them attention. But the thing is if you're really interested in somebody, if you're really, really that interested in somebody, why haven't you attempted to meet in person? Or but I digress. Okay. Joke Super is 6 for 6.3. Alex here. Alex to try and get plaid. What did I say? I gotta remember, I have like short-term memory loss, so like I'll say things and then like I'll be like, what did I just say? Are you talking about that you can't make an effort to meet that person? I don't know. I met Josh like a week after like we met online or whatever. I met him like a week later, maybe 2 weeks later. And that's just good looking weird. I'm not talking about that person. No, I'm talking about the other person, the female H, who she was into. Because that's where it all stems from. That's why the female H did and said what she said, and that's full-heartedly what I think happened there. She went and talked to him on the phone, and he already has a thing against me because he doesn't like me, because I won't bow down to his ego. And no matter what I did, it was always going to be negative in his opinion. I could have saved the entire world. She's not here. Because she's not going to come here. I mean, she might be lurking. I don't know. And it's possible she might be lurking, or she might be conflicted about her feelings on the situation. Yeah, even if I block them, I mean, Jay could be here for all I care. I could care less about him. And even if you block them, even if you hide them from the channel, they can still watch. That's the truth. Doesn't mean that they comment or like or anything. And that's fine. They can do whatever. Okay, so the other two, they don't live stream. So there's 4 people that I just don't fuck with. One of them I already blocked. I blocked them a long time ago. They don't go live. They go live with H, female H, but they don't go live on their own. And then you have male H and his girl. She doesn't go live, but she will go live sometimes with him. Hey Asia, how are you? There's nothing really going on. I'm just about to go shop and order, but I'm just explaining certain things. I'll wave. So it's a possibility. It could possibility be all four of them are watching it. I don't care. The problem is they have nothing to say that's going to contradict what I'm saying. So the thing is if you're gonna, cause controversy, you gotta make sure that your own bed is clean first. And the problem is that they have nothing on me. There's nothing that they could say I've been untruthful about. The objective fact is that one person borrowed money. They didn't pay it back until people started talking about everything. Yes, that's her. She is the one who made the live yesterday saying sorry to one person, being the other party, and then not saying sorry to me, and saying that she is okay with losing friendships, but she doesn't want to lose friendships. But the issue